In this video, I'm going to teach you how to make this clarifying black shampoo that is also very thick and lathers a lot. Hello and welcome to my channel. The first ingredient I will be using is my black soap. You can use any form of black soap, I'm using Dudu. It's actually half. So this is just to let you know that you can use any form of black shampoo. The exact measurements will be somewhere at the end of the video as usual. So please watch till the end so you can get all the information I'm about to share in today's video. The next thing you want to do is to grate your shampoo or to cut it into smaller pieces so that the next step will be easy for us to deal with. The next ingredient is water. If you can't get your hands on distilled water, just boil some tap water at your house, boil it and let it cool down. Then that is your distilled water, since it's just homemade product. So I will be using 300 grams of water in this formulation. If you want to swap your water with hydrosol, it's also okay. But make sure your water is very hot or at least warm so that it can dissolve the soap real quick. African black soap has high pH level, which is not advised to use directly on the scalp or even on the skin, especially on the face directly if you have dry skin. So that is why it is best to dilute it and remake it into your own desired shampoo. The next ingredient I'll be using here is glycerin. This step is very important because this is a thickener. This is what we are going to use to thicken our shampoo. If you don't have glycerin, you can use honey. You just want to use an humectant. So I'm just going to mix my glycerin and my santan gum together. If you don't have santan gum, you can also use guar gum. After mixing them, I'm just going to let it sit for at least 10 to 15 minutes before we move on to the next step. Now I realized my black soap has not dissolved yet, so I'm just going to let it sit for a little while because it takes a while to dissolve. That is why I advise to use hot water. Now it's completely dissolved. Because black soap goes through a lot of process, it has this residue or sand or dirt, I don't know what to call it, but it just has this residue in it. So that is why I would advise you to sieve your soap, to sieve it so that you can sieve out all the dirt and the unwanted particles. After sieving, I'm just going to transfer into the bowl I will be using, into my jar I'll be using for the preparation. Then this is my xanthan gum. It is already very thick and no worries, we're just going to add it into then. You are going to understand what I'm saying in a bit. So I'm just going to use a little bit of my soap water to dissolve my xanthan gum and then pour it back into the soap water. The next ingredient I will be using is my DIY herbal oil. I have it on my channel. The full video is on my channel with the complete recipe. You can go and check it. It is used. I made the oil with just ingredients you have in your kitchen, which are also very beneficial to the body and to the hair and to the skin. So I added 30 grams of the herbal oil, and the next thing I'm going to do is to blend. Because of the santan gum, santan gum thickens any liquid, it thickens anything. So this is, you can see that the water, the black soap water, is already getting thick a little bit. So I'm just going to go ahead to blend again. Now after blending for a while, you can see it is very clear that this thing is already very thick than plain water that we had at the beginning of the video. When you are doing this, I advise you work in slow speed. You use your blender or your mixer, rather you should use it in slow speed. I was using this at 1 rate. It has 1 and 2 the speed rate, so I was using it at 1 only. Because of the foam, it will foam a lot if care is not taken. Then again, I am adding in 30 ml of my herbal oil, so that makes it 60 ml. And also I added olive oil. The complete measurement will be at the end of this video. So I added in peppermint essential oil, which is very great for the scalp, for the hair. It clears dandruff. It helps blood to circulate through your scalp also. So after blending, I just let it sit for a while so that all the foamy part can calm down a little bit before we move on to the next step. Can you see how thick this moisturizing shampoo is? Can you see how thick it is? So the next ingredient I will be using is vitamin E oil. Vitamin E oil is an antioxidant that adds moisture to the hair strands and also helps the oil in the product, the oils in the product not to go rancid. This is the point you want to add in your preservative. Pardon me, I lost the clip and it will surely be included in the measurement here. You can screenshot it, pause the video or go back to the video and write down the ingredients. The preservative I use is Liquid German Plus. I use Liquid German Plus and I also use German Ben. So you can use any preservative you like. Just make sure you're using preservative if you'll be using this for a very long time. But if you're making this in a small quantity, in a small batch, then you're going to use at once or just within a week, you can leave out the preservative and place it in your fridge for during the period of the time you're going to finish using it. As a queen of DIY, you know that nothing goes wasted in my home. This is a bottle for a hand wash we got, so I just thought, why can't I repurpose this and use it for my DIYs? Yeah, so I just got the bottle, washed it thoroughly and sterilized it, and I'm going to transfer my black soap shampoo, my black shampoo, into this bottle. Look at how thick the shampoo is, and the bubbles doesn't mean anything. It's it just signifies that the soap is soapy, you know. I mean, it's lathers rather. That's the bubble. That's what it means. If this is your first time here, my name is Z. I make DIY formulations for the skin and the hair. You can please take your time to watch my videos. Go to my channel. If you like what you see, please give me a subscribe. Subscribe to my channel and please like this video, this one you're watching, this particular one. Also leave a comment in the comment section. I would love to interact with you. If you have video requests, please let me know. I will be glad to drop the tutorial. So now to the fun part. Because this is black shampoo, it is really clarifying and we also have herbal oil in it. It's moisturizing. I'll advise you use this once a week. Once a week. I've used this on my daughter's hair already and oh my god, this sleep is, in fact, it is just awesome. It is really awesome. A shampoo that sleeps like that. I really loved it and I'm going to use it on my hair also during this week. So use it once in a week. Enjoy your shampoo. Till I see you in my next video. Stay happy, stay healthy, and stay safe. Happy making. Bye. Toodaloo.